Hey everybody, it's Rob here. Season 9 is now 1 week old, and these are the top builds that are dominating the meta here. Coming in at number 1, the absolutely strongest build here. I'm going to link this below and all the clears as well. This is from Mekuna. This is the Shock Kuna Lightning Spear Sorcerer. Absolutely speed farming. 150 here, pit. This is unfortunately based on a bug. But you can kind of see here these crazy damage numbers that are possible. This also works on the Hydra Sorcerer, which is like the best build overall of the season. But with Lightning Spear here, obviously you can speed farm just like crazy in these high pits here. This is the highest pit in the entire game, and you can kind of see like how crazy the damage numbers are here. This footage is even slowed down, so if I speed it up, we'll quickly watch this clear because it doesn't take very long. So you kind of like speed this up here, and he basically just blasts through the entire pit and spawns the boss here as well. And he's hitting for quintillions of damage. This also can go well into the negatives of damage because there's again some problem in the math where it stacks up with enlightenment. And I'm going to link the full explanation here, what Mekuna was doing in the video below. But you can just kind of see here, this is like the optimal top dominating build. Obviously, you can also play the quote-unquote normal non-bugged version and do Hydra Sorcerer. This build has also cleared like in the pit 110s. So that's pretty insane as well. And you can just see here now with the Lightning Spear, he just spawns the boss. And as soon as the Lightning Spear here searches for the boss here, it hits for 6 million trillion. So that's a lot of damage, and obviously completely enough to just evaporate the boss completely. But yeah, again, this is just a bugged build, and we'll hope to see some fixes to this. There's also the legit and normal Hydra build that you can play. I'm going to link that below as well, and this is also very strong for speed farming and just in general. But the top class right now, number 1, is Sorcerer. Then coming in here at number 2 is the Spiritborn here with the Thorns builds that we've been talking about a lot. There's 2 popular versions right now, Quill Volley and Rake. Usually Quill Volley is the number 1 right now. It's Rake, and you can kind of see like he makes the pulls here. This is a pit 117. This is the second highest after the Sorc 150 clears. And this is also abusing multiple bugs. You have a double dipping on the Jaguar main hall, and now you also have a double dipping again on the Fell Soothslayer. This is like one of the aspects that we have already, or that already has been abused a lot by the last time we played Spiritborn in October. And you can kind of see here, like as soon as he makes the pulls, this is like hitting for hundreds of trillions of damage as well. So he just sets up the pull here, makes a big pixel pull, and then as soon as his Jaguar Halls is hitting in, like the packs basically get one shot here. And that's like thousands of trillions of damage. Absolutely insane. And this aspect only works in AoE, so you can never even hope to kill a single target boss. This only works in AoE, but he makes it work pretty well. And again, this is the Thorns Spiritborn, now using the Fell Soothslayer aspect on top of everything. This is the Giga AoE. It's this aspect here that's doing damage based on damage that you've already dealt. It's this 55% echo. It's like using all the multipliers again, and then obviously you also have the Jaguar Hall that's also using all the multipliers again. So we have the top 2 builds being based on several bugs. That's a bit unfortunate, but that's how it usually goes. Then here coming in on number 3, well, actually on number 3, yeah, we have the Druid here, and this is, to my knowledge, not based on any bugs. This is just the Puddle Bear Druid, and we had some potential for this class to be moved into SD. This is like the new unique 2-hander that the Druid has gotten, and yeah, he's using the permanent overpower with this poison puddle, and he's managed to take down a pit 111. This is also around the Sorcerer level without bugs. We don't really know where the Spiritborn would land without bugs, but probably in the 105 range. So keep that in mind. But number 3 here is Druid eating good here with the poison puddle bear. And they are doing loads and loads of damage with this. And they also have a very decent farming build, but it's even crazier, obviously, for pit pushing. And you're playing the Pulverize here. You see, he doesn't even play, like, 2 of his skills. The build is just so strong, and it's finally good news for Druid, because this build, as far as I know, is not based on some bugs like the other top 2 contenders, Spiritborn and Sorc. So this build's pretty cool, and Druid actually seems to be one of the best classes. I actually had this build initially, if you remember my tier list, in S tier last week, in A tier last week, top of A tier, and we've now moved it up to S tier. We didn't really like fully know how strong the puddle is going to be, but now we know that it definitely has the S tier potential, so I put it into S tier now. I think the Druid can compete with the top classes this season, and it doesn't even have to abuse bugs in order to do so. So yeah, for all the Druids enjoyers, it's finally time to log in and enjoy some Druid class. Then coming in at number 4 here is an old build, obviously, that we only know too well. It's the Blood Wave Necromancer. There's also some dot builds that you can play here, but it's mainly the same playstyle. Like either you place dots or you just place your Blood Waves, right? Like this has been dominating here for many seasons. I'm also gonna link this below here. And yeah, this is just like not the craziest playstyle. I would have loved to see, you know, the Minion Necro. We had the Minion Necro in A tier last week, and I think we're gonna keep it in A tier. I don't think the Minion Necromancer, it's pretty strong, but I don't think it has the potential to move into S tier. This is reserved for, like, you know, the dot builds and the Blood Wave kind of playstyle here that he's dominating as well. And you can kind of see here how he's dominating here in a pit 109. So pretty decent still, like still S tier, like doing 110 plus. Obviously, guys, the pits have been significantly nerfed by around 10 tiers. So everything that was basically in A tier now needs to do 10 tiers higher, and everything in S tier also needs to do 10 tiers higher according to my tier list. But I'll show you the full overview here at the very end. Then here coming in second to last place, surprisingly, not all the way on the last place here, is the Barbarian. And this is obviously the Lunging Strike Barb. I've now moved it. I had it top of B tier. It's not performing that well, but it did a pit 104, which is like a pit 95 with the old scaling around that. So I don't think it would have cleared pit 100 with the old scaling. But with the new scaling, it certainly can, because the pit has been nerfed so much. But still, like, Barb, you know, is in a very rough spot here. And you can see he is kind of like 10 tiers behind most of the other classes, with the exception of the Rogue, which we have here in a second on the last place. Lunging Strike can still be fun. You can still comfortably do the now nerfed T4, but it's not really, you know, like any like crazy build that's gonna do, like, you know, crazy things. But it's an okay build that can be played. I'm just really hoping to see like some mid-season patches or something, not only for the Barbarian class, but also for the class that we now have here in the last place. And this, my friends, is the Rogue. And you know what? It's going to be Death Trap again. So we played Death Trap Rogue quite some time already. And this is a pit 102. So just barely cracking the 100 mark. Still playing the old meta Death Trap. I mean, Death Trap is a cool build. It's very tanky. But we have had like 3 or 4 seasons of this right now. And obviously it's only a shadow of its former self. But, you know, you can still spam the Death Trap. And people are still having fun with Death Trap. You also, like, you notice here, you're completely immortal. You have this, like, shield going on. You can completely face tank Lilith. Like, you can't die even on T4 Lilith. You can just, like, stay in all the dots. You can stay in everything. So this is a very, like, you know, casual, friendly build. Once you've set it up well, you're basically completely immortal rogue. And the DPS is still kind of okay. You can see him, like, yeah, he's kind of struggling in a pit 102. You know, like the Sorcerer, for example, he just speed farms this in, like, you know, 1 minute 30 or something. But the Rogue has to try hard, and this is actual pushed here for the Rogue. So also, like, Barb and Rogue are definitely way behind the other classes, just like we have, you know, stated last week, basically. And here is the updated list so far. I mean, I want to keep updating it, of course. I only did, like, a few changes so far. Obviously, the Hydra Sword would be on number 1. But since it's only based on another bug, I think more legit, the highest clear right now here, this is 111 from a normal Hydra Sword, you know, like not this like ultra like buggy infinite damage kind of playstyle, and then this 150. So that's just a normal Hydra build. And I highly encourage you, like, if you want to start a class, I think the Sorcerer is the best class to play this season overall. I've also recently made a Sorcerer, and I've had so much fun on it. We basically just play the normal Hydra build, like non-bugged version, and you can speed farm 100 in 2 minutes. I'm going to make a build guide on this here very soon. I just made this class yesterday. I've been extremely lucky on the Sorcerer. We have some pretty sick gear. And I think Hydra overall is one of the most enjoyable builds of the entire season. So you don't have to play this like bugged bullshit version. I think it's very bad for the game to have this infinite damage stuff again here. Like, you can kind of see here, this is like what some people sent me over from China. This is just like, you know, with the bugged Sorcerer. You can do this with any skill on the sword. Like, Lightning Spear is just the best. This here is with Hydra. Like, they're just doing a 70,000 gazillion, you know, elemental damage. So there's just like some problem in the math formula. And we hope to see a hotfix for this. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Would be really nice. And we'll see what happens with the Spiritborn, because they also have like several double dipping mechanics. But you know, I just hope that there's not going to be any collateral damage, you know, on the normal Hydra Sorc, because the normal Hydra Sorc, like, it feels really cool to play and it's a ton of fun. And I just wish that they fix this bug and leave the Hydra Sorc fun and leave it strong the way it is, just not bugged, right? That's kind of what I'm hoping for. And yeah, the other stuff that we moved up, so Puddle Druid here moved up from A into S tier. And I moved the Lunging Strike, it was here on top of B tier, and I moved it up into the lower A tiers. And we also rescaled the tier list here. So if you remember previously, it was 105, and it was Pit 100, basically for these tiers. And the Pit has roughly been changed by, or has been nerfed by roughly 10 Pit tiers. So we see all the builds moving up, like the Spiritborn is going to do in the 120 range. The Sorcerer here is going to end up like 115, like the non-bugged version. The Druid's probably also going to end up 115, you know, at the min-maxed end. The Necromancer probably also 115. And the Barb and the Rogue, like, they might end up like 105, maybe like 107 or something, but they're going to cap all over there. So definitely clear losers, Barbarian and Rogues this patch, like anticipated. And the big winners, guys, the S classes for S tier, Spiritborn and Sorc. And then surprisingly, well, or somewhat surprisingly, also the Druid finally eating good and moving up. Just hoping that we can see some bug fixes here soon. I'll keep you updated with all the stuff. Check out the clears. I'm going to link them all below. I hope you enjoyed, my friends, and I will see you soon. Take it easy. GG. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.